calling. Another night, same old brawling. This dusty town, gotta lay my money down. Feel that fever rising, ain't no compromising. Whiskey fever, get you every time, believer. Wild, wild west, ain't no rest, ain't no rest. Dealt a hand, aces high, see the fear in their eye. Another shot, another cheer, gonna be a mess, I fear. Feel that fever rising, ain't no compromising. Whiskey fever, get you every time, believer. Wild, wild west, ain't no rest, ain't no rest. Whiskey fever, get you every time, believer. Wild, wild west, ain't no rest, ain't no rest. I draw my breath beneath a silver moon, a life of sin, but I must atone soon. The shadows linger where I've left my name, but tonight I swear to change the game. The outlaw's midnight oath I give to the night, to guard the innocent, to make the wrongs right. No lawman trusts me, no friend stands near, but I ride for honor through danger and fear. The town remembers the deeds I've done, the guns I carried, the lives I shunned. But I see the children playing in the square, and I vow to shield them from despair. The outlaw's midnight oath I give to the night, to guard the innocent, to make the wrongs right. No lawman trusts me, no friend stands near, but I ride for honor through danger and fear. Rival gangs wait with fire in their eyes. The lawmen hunt under starless skies, but I face the night with steady hands, a lone protector in these troubled lands. The dawn may come with blood and pain, but I'll stand my ground, I'll bear the strain. For one last ride before my sins catch me, I keep my word, my oath at midnight free. The outlaw's midnight oath I give to the night. rides on, redemption in his name, bound forever to the midnight oath he claims. She stood barefoot on the porch when I saddled up to ride. Sunlight in her amber eyes, tears she wouldn't let slide. I kissed her once, said this ain't goodbye, but we both knew it was. The trail don't wait for hearts to mend, it only kicks up dust. And I still see her in the firelight when the night gets still and cold. Hear her laugh in prairie winds, feel her hand I used to hold. But I traded love for freedom, and now freedom feels unfair when I dream of that girl with the dust in her hair. I've crossed states and rivers wide, rode through storms and sand, but no gold or silver prize could ever hold her hand. Her letters stop by springtime, her name don't leave my lips, but every time I close my eyes I taste her goodbye kiss. And I still see her in the firelight when the night gets still and cold. Hear her laugh in prairie winds, feel her hand I used to hold. But I traded love for freedom, and now freedom feels unfair when I dream of that girl with the dust in her hair. Someday I might ride back home if my pride don't block the way. Ask if she still thinks of me or if time washed me away. But till then I ride with silence, with the stars and desert air, and I carry the ghost of the girl with the dust in her hair. And I still see her in the firelight when the night gets still and cold. Hear her laugh in prairie winds, feel her hand I used to hold. But I traded love for freedom, and now freedom feels unfair when I dream of that girl with the dust in her hair. Gallows Creek waits where the shadows fall. Dust and echoes answer the call. Riders came with the morning light, faces stern, eyes cold and tight. Chains on my hands, heart full of blame. Every whisper calls my name. Gallows Creek, Lament, hear my sorrow ring. Life I squander, the pain I bring. No one left but the wind and sky. watching the rope swing where I lie. I once rode fast through the canyon wide, took what I wanted, had nowhere to hide. Brotherhood broken, lovers betrayed. Every step I ran, every debt I paid. Gallows Creek lament, hear my sorrow ring. Life I squandered, the pain I bring. No one left but the wind and sky, watching the rope swing where I lie. Faces I left behind, regret cut sharper than any bind. One last breath, one last plea, the gallows stand for what's left of me. Townfolk gather, whispers loud, I stand alone, head bowed. The raven circle above the road, marking the end of hope. Gallows Creek lament, hear my sorrow ring. Life I squander, the pain I bring. No one left but the wind and sky, watching the rope swing where I lie. Chains rattle soft, the earth holds me tight. Shadow falls long in the fading light. Gallows Creek remembers a life I spent and sings forever my lament. Shadows stretch long across the old town square. Whispers of regret linger in the air. Rolling slow with a heart full of pain, memories of her flicker like rain. Saloon door swing, the air smells of rye. Every glance reminds me of goodbye. Whiskey sky at sundown, pouring golden red, haunted by the words we never said. Spurs on the floor, echoes in the night, chasing her shadow till morning light. Cards on the table, men with eyes like steel. I feel the weight of every deal. my sorrow, drank down the time. Whiskey sky at sundown, pouring golden red, haunted by the words we'd never said. Spurs on the floor, echoes in the night, chasing her shadow till morning light. The moonlight catches the edge of steel, one last chance for the truth to heal. She turns our eye, the night holds its breath, balance of love and sorrow, life and death. Dust settles slow as the saloon doors close. I ride through the night where the cold wind blows, her laugh in my mind, a song long lost. Every step I take comes at a cost. Whiskey sky at sundown, pouring golden red, haunted by the words we never said. Spurs on the floor, echoes in the night, chasing her shadow till morning light. I ride alone where the dawn breaks thin, guided forever by whiskey and wind and wind. Whiskey sky at sundown fades to black, no turning back on this lonesome track.
In a smoky bar past sundown, in a town that had no name, I sat with outlaws, guns and whiskey, playing that old poker game. He wore a black hat full of dust, one eye burned like coal. He whispered, "This hand holds your fate," and slid me his cursed soul. Now I ride with shadows howling, feel the fire in every card. The wind don't blow the same no more, my luck has turned to scar. That poker hand done branded me, I'm haunted by his grin. I won the game and lost myself when I let that outlaw in. The sky turned red at sunrise, the bottle cracked in two. His empty chair still haunts me, though the body's long since through. Every town I ride through shakes, the dogs all start to bark, and every mirror shows his eyes staring back out of the dark. Now I ride with shadows howling, feel the fire in every card. The wind don't blow the same no more, my luck has turned to scars. That poker hand done branded me, I'm haunted by his grin. I won the game and lost myself when I let that outlaw in. A preacher tried to cleanse me, poured fire on my hands, said, "Son, you're not the first to fall to cursed old poker lands." But the cards still call at midnight, I see his ghost sit down, and every time I fold too late, he laughs without a sound. Now I ride with shadows howling, Feel the fire in every card. The wind don't blow the same no more. My luck has turned to scars. That poker hand unbranded me. I'm haunted by his grin. I won the game and lost myself when I let that outlaw in.
Sunrise paints a canyon wall, another day begins. Coffee's boiling, that's my call, wash away my sins. But the memory of her touch remains. West Texas wind, she whispers your name. Across the plains, it's always the same. Do you ever think of me? Way out here, just a cowboy haunted by tears. Campfire crackles, stars ignite, lonely symphony. Coyote howls into the night, mirrors back at me. And the thought of her, a burning brand. West Texas wind, she whispers your name. Across the plains, it's always the same. Do you ever think of me? Way out here, just a cowboy haunted by tears.
A drifting shadow with a past of shame. The towns I pass, the faces fade. Only the horizon keeps the debts I've paid. This is a drifter's testament carved in the sand. A life of lost love and a wandering hand. No roots to bind me, no home to claim. I leave my story in the wind and rain. I remember the nights beneath the moon, lovers I lost and a friend too soon. Every wrong I've done, every road I roam, I write it all down in this fleeting poem. This is the drifter's testament carved in the sand. life of lost love and a wandering hand. No roots to bind me, no home to claim. I leave my story in the wind and rain. The mountains echo with the songs I sing. A trail of ghosts follow where I've been. And though I wander, I hope they see the lessons learned in a life set free. Tomorrow I'll ride where the river bends. No one to greet me, no hand to lend. But the testament I leave will remain, a voice for the drifter through joy and pain. This is the drifter's testament carved in the sand. A life of lost love and a wandering hand. No roots to bind me, no home to claim. I leave my story in the wind and rain. The drifter rides on a soul untamed, leaving behind his testament unashamed. Dusty road, hot sun, young man running what he done. Never meant for a man to die, just wanted to see the sheriff cry. Oh, sheriff cry. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. The desert wind, my only guide. Sheriff star, heavy in my hand. Ain't no going back to the promised land. Sheriff star, a burning brand, condemned man. Mama told me, son, be good, but I misunderstood. Whiskey fire burning low, watch the shadows start to grow. Lord, watch them grow. Sheriff star, heavy in my hand. Ain't no going back to the promised land. Sheriff star, a burning brand, condemned man.
heart of courage, a soul like the sea. But the outlaws came with fire and steel and left behind what I alone now feel. The widow's last lament, I cried to the sky for the love that was taken, for the reason why no prayer can mend me, no comfort remains, just memories dancing in sorrow and pain. The fields lie empty, the barn door swings, I hear his laughter in the wind that sings. The horses graze where he once stood tall, now shadows whisper through these silent walls. The widow's last lament, I cried to the sky for the love that was taken, for the reason why no prayer can mend me, no comfort remains, just memories dancing in sorrow and pain. I speak his name to the stars above, each tear of vow, each breath of love. And though the night is cold and deep, his memory's the treasure I will keep. The years will pass, but the ache won't fade. Through storms and dust, through sun and shade, I'll carry his story, I'll tell it well, of a life once bright, now a silent knell. The widow's last lament, I cried to the sky for the love that was taken, for the reason why no prayer can mend me, no comfort remains, just memories dancing in sorrow and pain. The widow rides alone in heart and mind, her last lament echoing through time.
Whiskey and crows on a blood-red night, shadows of sins in the flickering light. I rode into town where the law feared to tread, dust on my boots and a ghost in my head. The barkeep was quiet, eyes hollow and cold, whispers of murders and secrets untold. Whiskey and crows, the night holds its breath, stories of vengeance, of love and of death. I sip from the bottle, hear the ravens cry, In a town full of lies, only truth will survive. The solemn doors swing with a creak in the wind. Men with dark hearts know where to begin. Cards on the table, bullets in the air. Every man's shadow hides a devil's snare. Whiskey and crows, the night holds its breath. Stories of vengeance, of love and of death. I sip from the bottle, hear the ravens cry. In a town full of lies, only truth will survive. A woman at the bar, her eyes like the dusk. She told me of a man and a broken trust. His gold was her curse, his love was her bane. And now in this town only ghosts remain. Whiskey and crows, the night holds its breath. Stories of vengeance, of love and of death. I sip from the bottle, hear the ravens cry. In a town full of lies, only truth will survive. I drew my six-shooter, the silence was tense. Every shadow I saw was a threat immense. The crows circled high like spirits above, guiding my hand with a dark kind of love. The night gave its secrets, the dawn claimed the sky. Bodies lay silent, no one left to cry. I left with the sunrise, the crows on my trail, carrying whispers of whiskey and betrayal. Whiskey and crows, the night holds its breath. Stories of vengeance, of love and of death. I sip from the bottle, hear the ravens cry. In a town full of lies, only truth will survive. Whiskey and crows, a memory remains of a town full of shadows, of heartache and chains. I ride through the silence where the lost souls go, with whiskey and crows, the stories I know. Midnight winds whistle through the stone. Footsteps echo where the lost have roamed. Riding slow, heart heavy as lead. Memories of blood and the words unsaid. Betrayed by friends, hunted by foes. Every turn of the canyon, the danger grows. Dust over Midnight Canyon, hear my name. redemption till the morning light. Saloon doors swing, ghostly and warm, faces pale as the dust is torn. Every whisper tells of deeds gone wrong, but I keep moving, steady and strong. Just over Midnight Canyon, hear my name. Shadows of vengeance ride the same. Guns at the ready, eyes on the night, seeking redemption till the morning light. One last stand where the rocks meet sky. Bullets flash as the echoes cry. I face my past with steady hand. Dust rises high over cursed land. The outlaw falls where the canyon bends. No more running, no more amends. The moonlight fades, the night grows still. Justice rides with iron will. Dust over Midnight Canyon, hear my name. Shadows of vengeance ride the same. Guns at the ready, eyes on the night, seeking redemption till the morning light. The shadows creep, carrying secrets the canyon keeps. Dust over Midnight Canyon, my tale remains etched in stone in the desert plain. Dusty streets are quiet now, the moon hangs low and wide. I can feel the dawn coming somehow, gonna be a terrible fight. Sunrise showdown, that's what they call it. Sunrise showdown, gonna meet my fate. Sunrise showdown, stand tall, grit and swallow it. Sunrise showdown, ain't no time to wait. Feels cold in my hand, each chamber loaded, ready to spin. Remember all the faces in this land and all the trouble I've been in. Sunrise showdown, that's what they call it. Sunrise showdown, gonna meet my fate. Sunrise showdown, stand tall, grit and swallow it. Sunrise showdown, ain't no time to wait. I ride the trail where the sun burns red, haunted by ghosts of the lives I've led. The wind carries whispers of all I've done, and the setting sky hides the coming sun. The dusty trail to redemption calls my name, through fire and blood, through grief and shame. No law can bind me, no past can stay. I ride the dusty trail to find my way. The saloon doors creak with memories old of debts unpaid and stories untold. Every shadow hides a danger near, but I press ahead, I face my fear. The dusty trail to redemption calls my name, through fire and blood, through grief and shame. No law can bind me, no past can stay. I ride the dusty trail to find my way. Cold fire. Each step I take feeds the outlaw's desire, but in the silence I hear a plea, a chance for the man I was meant to be. The canyon bends, the river bends too. I leave behind the sins I knew. One last horizon, one final stand. Redemption waits in this barren land. The dusty trail to redemption calls my name, through fire and blood, through grief and shame. No law can bind me, no past can stay. I ride the dusty trail to find my way. The dusty trail to redemption leads me on, a wandering soul until the past is gone. Now gather around, you heathens and you saints, and
Let me tell you about a woman that could never be quaint. Lightning Lil, they called her, a pistol in her hand, fastest draw this side of the Rio Grande. Never saw her coming, never heard her name. She was just a whisper in the pouring rain. Lightning Lil, Lightning Lil, where do you roam? Is it Texas, Alabama, Tennessee, or home? Is it the shadows, is it the wind that carries you along? She's a legend, a whisper, a story, and a song. Lightning Lil, what did you do? I heard she's gone. Yes, I heard she's through. They say she robbed a banker, stole his golden pride, left him in the dust, nowhere to run and hide. She had a heart of thunder, a spirit wild and free, a rebel yell echo for all the world to see. She rode a black stallion faster than the breeze, disappearing quick into the cottonwood trees. Lightning Lil, where do you roam? Is it Texas, Alabama, Tennessee, or home? Is it the shadows, is it the wind that carries you along? She's a legend, a whisper, a story, and a song. Lightning Lil, what did you do? I heard she's gone. Yes, I heard she's through, yeah. Some say she settled down, found a love so true, traded her 6-shooter for a life brand new. But I don't believe it, no, not for a minute. Lightning Lil's a fire that will never be stinted. Dry Gulch waits where the shadows fall. Whispers of the past haunt the old town hall. Rolling slow with a hand on my gun. Every door I pass, the past weighs a ton. Gold once stolen, blood once spilled. Every secret here has its own will. Echoes down the dry gulch calling my name. Ghosts of the lost and the sinner's shame. I walk alone through the shadowed street where justice and vengeance silently meet. Saloon doors creak, lanterns sway, faces long gone seem to watch my way. I hear the laughter, the fight, the cries. Every corner holds 1,000 lies. Echoes down the dry gulch calling my name. Ghosts of the lost and the sinner's shame. I walk alone through the shadowed street where justice and vengeance silently meet. One last stand in the moonlit square, bullets flash and hang in the air. Past and present collide in dust and flame. Nothing in Dry Gulch stays the same.
The outlaw falls where the old mine lies. Silver glints beneath blood-red skies. I kneel to whisper the truth I've found in dry gulch. The echoes still resound. Echoes down the dry gulch calling my name. Ghosts of the lost and the sinner's shame. I walk alone through the shadowed street where justice and vengeance silently meet. I ride away where the echoes fade, leaving behind the price I paid. Dry Gulch remembers its story told in whispers of silver, dust and gold. I ride into town with a dust-choked grin. The lawmen know the sins I'm in. The sheriff's eyes, cold as stone, but I've come for the justice he's never shown. A bullet for the hanging tree. My hand is steady and true for every life he's stolen, for every widow who knew no prayer will save him, no angels plead, just a bullet for the hanging tree. The townsfolk whisper, they hide inside, afraid of the storm that I cannot hide. The rope still sways from the innocent past, but I won't stop till justice is passed. A bullet for the hanging tree. My hand is steady and true for every life he's stolen, for every widow who knew no prayer will save him, no angels plead, just a bullet for the hanging tree. Cries from before, my heart beats heavy, my soul runs free, bound to the justice of the hanging tree. The final showdown beneath the dying light, two shadows meet in the fading night. One will fall and one will remain, and the town will remember the hanging tree's pain. A bullet for the hanging tree. My hand is steady and true for every life he's stolen, for every widow who knew no prayer will save him, no angels plead, just a bullet for tree. A bullet for the hanging tree. The outlaw rides away, justice carved in silence, where the shadows stay. dance on the highway, a whisper, a promise, a sign. Revenge is a dish best served sideways, with a bullet and cheap red wine. He's coming home tonight. Dust devils howl, can you hear that sound? Dust devils howl, burning this town to the ground. Remember Caleb, the boy they all scorned, left for dead in the canyon so wide. Now Caleb returns a man transformed, with hate in his heart as his only guide. He's coming home tonight. Dust devils howl, can you hear that sound? Dust devils howl, burning this town to the I crossed the town at midnight with the sheriff on my trail, a sack of silver in my hand, a heart too dark to hail. The fire from their rifles lit the desert like a brand. I'm bleeding through the border to the banks of Rio Grande. Ashes on the Rio Grande, drifting with the sand. A broken man's confession carried through the land. No preacher here to pardon, no angel's guiding hand. Just ashes on the water down by the Rio Grande. My brothers turned against me for the bounty on my head. I left two lying breathless, one more filled with lead. The desert moon was watching, cold and stern and grand, as I rode into the shadows of the silent Rio Grande. Ashes on the Rio Grande, drifting with the sand. A broken man's confession carried through the land. No preacher here to pardon, no angel's guiding hand. Just ashes on the water She begged me turn to mercy, but I could not change my name. Now the river calls me onward, it's more than I can stand, and I'll sink beneath its current to the ashes of the damned. The hounds are growing nearer, I can feel their hungry breath. The desert paints its canvas with the colors born of death. But freedom rides beside me like a ghost that takes my hand, and together we'll go under in the arms of a Rio Grande. Ashes on the Rio Grande, drifting with the sand. A broken man's confession carried through the land. No preacher here to pardon, no angels guiding hand, just ashes on the water down by the Rio Grande. Ashes on the water down by the Rio